So we hire about 11 internationals, and the goal is that they'll, especially our younger staff that are starting at 14 or 15, will come back each summer and get more and more mature each year and eventually become our leadership staff.
That's awesome.
So, yeah. Yep. So we have 7 horses right now. 2. So this big white one here that's walking kind of slow is Rozzy. She's getting a little older and not quite able to keep up with horse rides for all the kids.
You got a kiddo?
And nope, that's our mini.
Okay.
We have 2 minis, and before the summer started, we really wanted our horse program to be back up and running, and Rozzy just would not be able to keep up on her own. The minis are kind of small for a lot of campers, and so we started looking for horses. We got 2 leased, and then like right after we signed the contract and everything, we got 2 donated to us. So this summer we've had 4 horses that we've been able to use for horse rides and things, and 2 will go back this week, but the other 5 are here to stay. So anybody comfortable enough with horses, want some mints, give out some treats?
Oh, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Something about horses today.
Yeah, so you want to make sure you just keep your fingers flat, and they'll grab them right out. Oh, they love them, yes.
Oh my goodness.
I didn't know horses ate.
There's one that's not a fan. I can't remember who it is. Oh, that one.
It's that one.
Stumpy. That is Stumpy. No mints for Stumpy.
Stumpy, oh.
Yep, yep. But this is Woody and Nash.
Hi guys. Hey Woody, do you want a mint, Woody? Hi. So
Yes.
I can only imagine for inner city children who this is just such a treat for them to be able to experience this. How often are they around the different animals that you have?
Yeah, so we have a program rotation that helps every child to come to the horses at least once during the week. So twice a day we have program rotations, and they'll do horses, they'll do the other animals up at the farm, they'll do archery, ropes course, arts and crafts, sports and rec, but things like that. So it's set in their schedule. Yes, I know. Look, just wrappers.
You've been part of it for a long time.
Yes, I've been with the Salvation Army. I'm in my 13th year as a fundraiser for the organization. And so this is a great opportunity for people to come out and see what we're doing and what the Salvation Army is about and how we are serving and providing for children in need. And camp is a great way to be able to do that.
And also show, obviously, investors and donors, like, what's actually going on.
Sure, yes.
Considering it's been going on for so long, I mean, I can only imagine the network that you guys have in the area.
Yeah. So there's hundreds of children come out each year, and we're just able to provide them with some of the things that they might never have the opportunity to see and experience and do. And our officers, of course, do a great job.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine corralling all those. Good job. Not a pediatric office yet.
So at any session we could have up to 200. Since COVID, camps have really been hit hard to get to their full occupancy. We have 130 to 150, we're happy. And we were right around 100 or just over 100 most of the summer. So
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, it takes a lot of organization and a lot of systems for everything pretty much to run so smooth. So it's really, we've been running camps for so long that really has helped to build these things to make things run as smooth as possible.
Is it, oh sorry man.
No, it's okay.
Is it like the Salvation Army in general is providing you with those systems, like the spread stuff?
Yes,
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
So not everything is the same across the board through all Salvation Armies, but we do learn from each other. The Eastern Territory from Ohio to Maine down to Pennsylvania, that's kind of our main area. And so we share a lot with each other and learn a lot from each other, good practices and things like that. So a lot of the systems that we use, we have a new website that we've been using for camp registrations. It's now all online. And so, yeah, it is so much easier. There's been a few places that this is the first year we've used it. So there's a few places that we're struggling a little bit to get into the tech of it all. But hopefully next year, everybody will have had a year under their belts and it'll go much smoother. So
It takes a while to onboard.
it does, yeah. At least when kids all arrive at camp, it has made things so much faster and so much easier for us. So it really makes a big difference. So this smaller building to our left in front of us is the infirmary. So there's a health center in there, and then there's a apartment on the other side as well for the camp nurse to live for the summer. So they're nice and close if there's any problems.
Look at that water park.
Yes, we will definitely hook around and head down there. This is our dining hall, quite big, and there's all the kids will eat all their meals in there. So this is Swinecki Lodge on our right here. That's mainly apartments for our leadership team. And then there's a small meeting room in the middle. And then this is the girls' village. So there's 5 cabins here, and then has 2 wings for the campers. We can peek in one, but they have not been cleaned since the campers just left this morning. So we'll go to the pool first, and then we'll go peek in.
Thank you.
Not a high priority. These kids are living
I will tell you, it looks amazing.
Oh, have your kids been to camp?
So they have about 2 hours every afternoon, and then every week a pretty much a required evening program is a pool party. So
That just sounds like a wonderful requirement.
Yes, yep. Yeah, nobody complains about it. They love pool party
I
nights.
think so. Yeah, I would guess even just to maintain something like this is a high expense
Yes.
for camps when
Yep, yeah, pools are expensive. I mean, even just a small family pool at your house is expensive, but yeah, something like this big, yeah.
But it also provides such a learning experience for kids. Do they teach children how to swim here? Is that a requirement here?
No, so it's something I would love to get going again. I know when I was a lifeguard, back when I was a teenager working at camp, we did swim lessons, and I loved doing that. And actually, I've been offering swim lessons throughout the summer to staff because I believe it's such an important skill to learn, and there are so many of our staff members who are here 16, 17, 18 years old and have no idea how to swim, terrified to go in the deep end, and 7.5 feet deep under the slide. So you can't even do the slide if you can't swim.
Oh, wow.
So I got, yeah. So this summer I got 3 staff members to be able to pass the deep end test after some swim lessons. So it was super exciting.
That's great.
Yeah. Yep. So this is our campfire circle. So the first night every week, all the campers will come here and we'll do a skit night. And so each staff grouping will put on a silly skit, make everybody laugh, and we'll do some silly songs, get to know each other a little bit, have some fun, really try and break the ice, get the campers comfortable with each other and with the staff, make sure everybody knows who everyone is, and just have some fun. A nice big bonfire in the middle. So we really want kids to understand that God loves them. The Salvation Army, our #1 thing is that we're a church and we serve God. All of the things that we do to serve people falls under really that banner that God is first, that we love God and we serve Him, and this is all of the ways that we serve Him through summer camp and social services and all of the things that we do. So really we want them to understand that no matter what they might be facing in life, whatever hardships may come their way, that God loves them and that He's on their side fighting for them, and then what it means to love God and how we treat each other because of that love. And so really learning how to treat each other well, how to come alongside somebody who may need help, how to treat each other with kindness and respect, how to live in community, especially with our staff who are 14 to 22 years old typically. Really how you live in community, how you support each other, how you lift each other up when you're going through struggles. So we have a week that we spend in orientation and do all different kinds of training depending on what their position is. Counselors are in a lot more training than everybody else just because of what they do and what they handle every day. But yeah, there's about a week. Some lifeguards and some of the other positions will come even 6 days early to do their job-specific training. And then every interview that we do, especially if it's somebody who's not from one of our Salvation Army churches or centers, and especially our internationals, we're very clear that, listen, we're a church, this is a faith-based organization, you're going to be expected to attend worship services and Bible study and things like that. We don't expect you to participate, that's not required. You're not going to be required to do anything you're uncomfortable with, but just be aware that this is the reality of what camp is at a Christian camp. And also like no vaping, no smoking, no drugs, no alcohol, whether a lot of people are coming from countries where 18 and up, it's okay to drink. And so also reminding them that even if you are 21 or older and allowed in America to drink, you're under contract with us and as an employee of the Salvation Army, understanding that living in community, living on camp, those things are not allowed. So yeah, the vaping is a big one right now. So that one's been a struggle during teen camp and with some of our staff. So
a little history about summer
when we first started opening summer camps all over the U.S., they were considered a success if when the campers came to camp, they would be weighed and see how much they weighed, and then they would leave camp and see how much they weighed again. And that camper was considered a success if they gained weight while they were at camp, because they were getting 3 meals a day, they were getting snacks, they were being cared for in the ways that children need care. And so that was the very beginnings of camp. And we've kind of expanded over the years and have included other things that we want to make sure that we're teaching, along with oral hygiene and regular body hygiene and all kinds of things. But again, meeting them where they're at and teaching them healthy, nice, kind.
Just basic needs. Sometimes it's just the basic needs that they need.
Yep. So this is our conference center. We can go in here and cool off.
Yeah, when you said soap, I was like, wait a second, cool. You see that? What is it? Red light.
Are we gonna go in here?
I understand.
Nope, we're not gonna get these.
Oh, we got some nice
This
shade
is my
here.
backup keys.
No problem.
Yeah, go ahead. So we have the main meeting area in here, and then we kind of have 2 wings that are small meeting areas, and then about 6 tele-style in the building. So this is more for. This is the nicer building on.
Is it
nicer
newer?
bed, much newer. It's I believe 27. So
Congrats.
not even 10 years ago.
Yeah.
So to build raising efforts.
Yes, capital campaign to really raise board and continue fundraising, I'm sure, all the way through. Again, we've only been here, so this was all done well.
And this happens locally, or does it happen at the national level? And then
Locally.
you kind of okay.
Yeah, we typically don't receive funding nationally from the Salvation Army. Our headquarters in Cincinnati, they support us a ton. They offset all of our.
Wow, awesome.
And then right through the woods here, I'm sure the bugs are terrible. If you want to go over there, we definitely can. But that's our archery.
Oh,
setup.
awesome. Okay, so
Are you interested in going that way?
I would.
Okay.
I'll do word.
so then a lot of kids have never held a bow and arrow before. So again, that's one of the rotations of things that they're doing here at camp. So these are a lot of new skills, and I'm imagining that they're really excited about this. Do you have a lot of pushback or animosity? I get being anxious and nervous about something new, but do you have children that are just not happy being here?
Yeah, there's always a couple, and we have some great chief counselors. So each cabin has regular counselors, and then they have a senior counselor with experience over the regular counselors, and then the whole girls have a chief counselor, and all the boys have. And our chief counselors have a lot of experience with kids. And this year we started having a camper consultant this person that we hired ended up being a special education teacher at a school, and so she already has hers off. Great for us. Had great experience to kind of beside some of those more challenging kids that might need some time. And so between the 3 of them, they worked well together to handle those campers' behavior issues or whatever it might be. They do a good job with kids. And then of course we have Jerome as our speaker. My husband was there for many years, great with those situations too. So it depends free and who has already.
I imagine you have some great success stories,
Yes,
though, from the
absolutely.
start of those 5 days to the end of those 5 days. I think that's great. So tell me a little bit, like, I know in the holiday season at the grocery store, you'll see someone ringing a bell and the pot is out to put your change when you're leaving the store. Does any of that funding trickle down to Camp Swineski?
Yeah, so kind of
Swineski, thank you.
Yes, so Swineski, Ohio.
I'm so glad you said that. Okay, great.
It's just so ingrained. We try and do that with all our what it stands
Where
for.
the name came from. That
Yes,
was one of my
exactly.
questions. Perfect.
But yes, so in a way it will. So like I kind of explained already, the way that we charge for camp, we'll send a bill to each individual Salvation Army unit of the actual cost camp or close to, and then they pay for that amount, however many children they have from their area. And so the fundraising that they raise in the community may go towards that. It may go to services that they provide. It kind of just depends on what they have or what comes into them on how they divide it. So it could.
If there was any way that you could get your point across of what the camp needs or how people can support, what would you say that could be?
Yes, definitely supporting us financially. There's or even donation. One of the big challenges that a lot of CIS are facing to are bed bugs. It's an expensive problem, and so our policy kind of combat that. We don't with pillows. pillows, and we provide the pack and blanket. And so this year we bought little camp inflatable pillows so that the kids still have some to use. It didn't work great. A lot they deflated or kinds of things. So we really tried to get some donations in this summer to be able to child a pillow. If you can buy them in bulk, $3, which I mean it does add if we have 800 campers. But that's hopefully something donors can get, seeing how much that is, how much a battle against.
Yeah, that's huge. That's something that the average person wouldn't even think about. And I know that you hear about it on the news, but in a situation like this, that could just be one more deterrent for a family to send their child to camp. So if there are ways to combat that and work around that, then that could possibly be a no issue for them.
We have a ton of goats. We have some alpacas. We have pig. A bunch of ducks. And you guys can come. I just want to get all the way. Yeah, we don't want anybody to.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah.
His neck stood up. He's ready.
Yeah.
Hi guys. I know. It's all right. It's okay. We're gonna go see the ladies, okay? Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, so those are just a few of our chickens. These are the older ones. The younger ones are in.
There's a roo. Got a couple roosters out here and some ducks. Hi guys. Are we gonna be kind? Yes, you're
They
gonna
might
be
push
kind.
up on you a little bit,
Yeah.
but for the most part,
You're gonna be kind. I know.
He likes you.
There's a little baby somewhere.
Aww.
We're born with a couple
A sheep?
was blind in one eye for a little bit and stuff, and had to be bottle fed.
Yeah.
And so he actually ended up following around one of our staff members for like 3 weeks straight. Thought he was mom. It was so cute.
It's a lot of work with bottle-fed goats because
Yep.
they're very demanding, just like a human baby. And boy, if you don't feed them on time,
Yep.
I bet everybody over here could hear it.
Yeah, well, he was kept in the maintenance shop because of the attention that he needed.
Aw.
And they put him in a little dog crate, giant dog crate.
Mhm.
So that is, there should be a
Yeah,
picture
show
of
us.
her somewhere.
Oh, somebody's a big bully over there.
Might be
Look
hiding in
at
the
you
back.
guys. Look at you guys. Hi, buddy. Hi, buddy. Well, this has been wonderful. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to show us all of these amazing aspects of this camp.
Yep, so there's one more spot we won't drive up to. I'm nervous to in the golf cart.
Sure.
We usually only take gators up there. It's our outpost. And we got that back up and running this year with, I can't remember the volunteer group that came out in May and helped us do a ton of work on camp. But they came out and did a ton of work up at the outpost. But the outpost is our sleep out site. So we have a few platforms. We set up a few tents for the summer, and one night a week, at least our older campers will be able to go and sleep out at the outpost, sleep under the stars, make s'mores, sing songs, do all the fun things that come with sleeping outside. And it's been so great. A lot of the kids have really, as you're walking with them before they leave and you ask, what was your favorite part about camp? So many have said outpost or sleeping out. And so that's been really fun to have up and running.
Is it at elevation, the outpost?
It is not. It's kind of tough. I think it's like half a mile through the woods from the other side. So it's towards the river, but still quite a ways from the river, kind of like right in the middle of nowhere. That's why I think that's how it got the name, the outpost.
So they will hike.
Yes. Yep. So we'll load up all of their bedding in garbage bags, load it onto the gator, and our outpost director will transport all their stuff up for them so that they don't have to carry all their bedding up there. But then they'll walk up there. And we have a porta potty out there because there's no bathrooms, no running water, and we'll have a cooler, some cups, and so they can still drink and go to the bathroom when they need to, but still get to sleep outside. So it's really fun. The kids have had a great time doing that.
Right now, a lot of our kits are more designed for adults and teens, but as we move forward, kind of combining that education and the younger, I guess, youth-drawn dental practices, and there's a lot of fun things to come with Bright Smiles for sure. So we would be happy to leave some of those with you here today. We're also working with the Salvation Army in Dayton at the Kroc Center next weekend, so they're getting a large donation of dental kits as well. So we certainly support this cause and what you guys are doing. Personally, myself, the mission itself is one that, I'm very drawn to as well. So just giving us the time today to see the work and to see the passion that you have for this program. personal thank you from myself. Thank you for doing that
Thank
for
you
these
so
children.
Thank you.